But
I wish you told me. I could have brought it in for y'all to see. On a later date.
Yeah, later date. We'll see it. You had a premiere on it already?
We've had a premiere on it already. Actually, it was at the Peachtree Film Festival last year.
Okay.
And then we had a screening for it as well. So it's been shown twice, but now it's in pitching mode right now.
Right.
It's in pitching mode right now. We have plenty of people right now who are looking at it.
Right.
We also have another pitch meeting next week. Hopefully, we can get we can get a bite. Someone will take a bite from it and check it out.
Is it a TV series or film?
It's a television series.
Okay.
It's a television series that I wrote back in 2017. I started writing it in 2017. It was originally supposed to be a short film.
Okay.
So I showed it to a friend of mine. Actually, I showed it to my friend, Money Sutton. And she looked at it, and Russell Rainey looked at it and like, dude, do you realize what you just wrote? I said, this can't be a short. It'll be wrong. It'll be a crime if you make it a short. So I said, okay, fine. I'll go ahead and write a sequel. I wrote a sequel.
Okay.
I said, okay, this is a sequel. Nah, you can't let this end like this in the sequel. You got to keep going. 10 episodes later, it became a season.
Wow.
So I just started writing. And so after writing it, we shot the pilot. Originally, we shot the pilot. Successfully, we shot the pilot. But then we shot it with some people close to the executives, and they said, we got to go back to the drawing board. So I was a little discouraged. But then again, I'm like, okay, back to the drawing board. And because everyone who read the story was like, Tobie, I'm all in.
Right.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. So I had to scramble. I had to go get sponsors. I can't get investors because I can't pay them back. So I had to go get sponsors. so I had to go get sponsors. I said, can you help me? So people started chipping in $100 here, $100 there. People were just chipping in left and right. And my godmother and John Sylvie. If you're out there tonight, John, John Sylvie, he's the CEO of Hidden Films.
Okay.
He chipped in. He saw the story. And he's like, let's shoot it. And John chipped in. He was a donor, big donor of ours. And next thing you know, instead of us just shooting a short, we decided to take highlights of all 10 episodes and condense it into a 2 to 3 minute series trailer.
Okay.
So our initial pitch was successful at the Peachtree. Like, wow, okay, this is good. This is really good. And the distributors were like, you know what? I could see Fox or NBC picking this up. And the premise to why I did Atlanta Takedown was because this city needs something like this.
Okay.
Chicago, they got Chicago Fire, Chicago Hope, Chicago PD, Chicago Justice.
So give us Give us a synopsis of what the project is about.
That was my question. I was going to say, what is it? What is it?
It is a story. It's a fusion of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Bad Boys, a couple of other shows that's like double detectives and stuff. So I sat there and I said, okay, let me put a little twist to it.
Okay.
So it's a story about a husband and a wife who happen to be working for a black ops agency. Black ops, these are like people that, work for the government. At the same time, they don't work for the government. Mm-hmm. And what happens is they got called by the government because there's a imminent terrorist attack that's about to happen, which the FBI doesn't believe. So they sent me and my wife, starring Jules Nobles, sent us in to go stop these terrorists, which we successfully did, which originally happened in Washington, D.C. So when they just found out who stopped them, they brought the fight to Atlanta. So they're coming after me, myself, and my wife, and my daughter.
Okay.
So now the terrorists come into Atlanta, and there was a retaliation. We got him back. We killed him. We killed the head of the terrorist cell.
Well, you're giving too much away.
It's in the trailer.
Synopsis.
That's what it's about. No, it gets better. Now, what happens is, it's okay, I can give it away. What happens is now there's a manhunt. They're coming after us, and we're going after them.
Gotcha. Okay. So what gave you the idea to do this project? Like, what was it that you thought of? Like, okay, we got to do something like this. How did that idea come to your mind?
Like I previously said, all these major cities have their own shows. They have their own homegrown shows by homegrown actors.
Okay.
Why not Atlanta? I know there's a show here called Atlanta. Not to discredit them, but we need something. Even that Big Rock in the Pacific, Hawaii, they have their own show. They have Hawaii Five-0. And now they have Magnum PI.
Right.
Seriously?
So are you like a fan of those types of shows?
I'm a fan. I'm an actual, yeah.
And okay.
Growing up as a kid, that's what I watched with my father. God rest his soul.
Okay.
SWAT, $6 Million Man, the A-Team. That's what I grew up watching. Star Wars. I'm just an action buff.
What's your
So he wanted something for Atlanta.
Right.
Like
right.
that.
I wanted
Okay.
something.
Yeah.
I wanted something for this city. This city deserves it. Instead of having shows shot here and then they fly people in
from Atlanta. I mean, from LA.
from LA or wherever to
Or
take
just
to
reality
take
shows.
what's rightfully ours in this city. It's not fair.
Right.
So Atlanta Takedown, like I previously said, is a mothership for, it's the mothership of everything I'm building for. That I want to build for the city. All that we need is just one good hit,
Right.
and it's going to open the door for other actors. My goal is to help actors, actresses, filmmakers, directors in this city to give them a shot. Like, you know what? Hey, all the cities got theirs. We got Atlanta Takedown.
Yeah, we have a lot of talent here. So, and
I'm looking at two right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of talent in this city that no one is really using.
Right.
We're talking Jules Nobles, Jesse Bingham. We're talking Money Sutton. We're talking about a lot of these guys out here, famous. These are actors and actresses that I've worked with. They deserve a shot. Rashida Randall.
Right.
These guys deserve a shot. So I just want to do something different.
Okay.
For the city, not just for me. It's bigger than me now because the way this is moving, the way the series is picked up. We have about 45 followers already on Facebook.
Right.
Okay.
Zuri, when he was talking about, the different type of movies and stuff like that, what's your speed? Like, what's your type of movie that you like?
That I personally like, or
Yeah.
something that I would want to be involved in, or what?
So okay, so let me be real specific then, because that's a good question too.
Okay.
What are your favorite genre? It's probably comedy. Am I correct?
Oh man, my favorite genre would actually have to be like action. So I'm a big
What?
I'm a big Marvel and I love
Okay, so that
superhero.
That means you have imagined yourself
Yes.
being a superhero. And
I have
what
imagined myself as the Black Wonder Woman. Okay, because
Oh, my goodness.
Wonder Woman has a sister and
Right.
she's black in the comic books. Yes,
Yeah.
I read comic books. So yes, she has a sister and she's identical to Wonder Woman, but she's black. So yes, I picture myself as Wonder Woman.
Wow, I did not know you taught me something because I had no idea.
I was Wonder
Okay.
Woman for 3 years in a row for Halloween. She was she's my favorite superhero.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
All right. And so now back to the other question.
Okay.
So, other than the superhero, you said Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
That's awesome because a lot of people say, for whatever reason, every woman want to fight in movies. Am I lying, Penny? Almost every woman who has came in studio, when I asked them what is something that they want to do that they haven't done, I want to fight, I want to beat somebody up, and it's always a guy. So they want to beat up some guy. So what is something that you haven't done that you want to do other than be the superhero? Like an action, something, because you said action, so obviously you want to fight.
Yeah, I want to do a fight scene. I want to do some stunts. I
Okay.
want to do all of that.
So have you taken any classes or anything?
I have not taken.
You-
I'm just a natural born athlete.
Oh, you just said you just a natural born
You know,
fighter.
I
so
just,
you can just
Okay.
step
I
on
mean, I just have that agility like a cat. You know,
Okay.
that feline, agility, and I'm just a natural.
See, she basically said she gonna just step on the set and beat somebody.
I'm gonna say
down.
what
She
you
don't
want.
need no practice.
Just tell me what you need me to do, and it's done. And it's done.
Wow.
So,
Hey, I gotta believe in myself if nobody else does.
Hey, I got you, man. I support you. I support you.
Yeah, you got my vote.
Tobie, what is it that you want to do that you haven't done? Something that you think about that you haven't done yet that you want to do in film?
That's a whole lot.
That's a whole lot.
I like to be the president, the mayor.
In a movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
The president, the
Okay.
mayor.
All right.
Yeah, that's what stands out for me.
That political figure, that
A
Morgan
powerful
Freeman
man.
as
Powerful
Yeah.
man. And of course, some people have tempted me because I have this look I rarely smile.
Mm-hmm.
I rarely smile in pictures, and when I do smile, because people ask me to smile. I'm not pointing fingers, but
Penny gonna ask you to smile.
Yeah, she asked me to smile. But I am looking at being a mobster.
Okay.
Being a mobster. People look at me and say, Tobie is a gentle teddy bear. He's a teddy bear. He can't pull this off. So
people said the same about me until they saw
there
the
you
movie.
go. There you
the
go.
Last time.
There you go.
They saw the movie the last time, and all that.
Were you an abuser in the movie?
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Oh.
And I was on the last year for that, and at the Atlanta Actors Award, and when I did that movie, a lot of things kind of changed.
Right.
People were looking at you in a different light, like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, he can do this.
It's like people wanted me to do some more domestic violence films.
Right.
And I'm like, I got to be a good guy at some point. Like, y'all can't keep making me
They trying to make you Ike.
right.
Actually, I did play a killer in a recent film right now that's on YouTube called Fixation.
Okay.
Written by Kenya Hendricks and Bobby Peoples.
Okay.
So I did play a killer in that. It's called Fixation. I played this serial killer who loves to kill women for sport and take their belongings for sport.
Wow.
So yeah, it was me. I was actually the lead actor. It was me and
So what was your first lead? Was that your first lead role? What was your
that
first
was actually no. It was my second lead role. My first lead role was 4 Hours.
Okay.
By Key Legwins.
Okay.
That was her story. So
All right.
I was her lead actor, and then I became the lead actor in Fixation. Bobby
Okay.
gave me my first shot. It's
Yeah, I know
actually
Key.
technically it's my first full feature film as a lead actor.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Fixation.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I know Key. She does some great work over there. What's up, Key LeGuin? She's definitely doing her thing.
Yeah.
She'll
I'm
be coming
actually
here some
shooting
point.
my first full-length feature film right now. I'm a lead.
You
in.
shooting it now?
Yes. We shot last weekend, and
those
we're
auditions at? Oh, here.
Wow.
yeah. So maybe when I'm back here again, co-hosting with you, I can give you guys more information.
All right,
Yes.
then.
Yeah.
So how? I mean, is it going good? It's going good.
Yeah. I mean,
You directing it?
No. I'm a lead.
You
in
just
it.
wrote it.
No.
You so
I'm acting. I'm acting in it.
Oh, you just acting in the
yeah.
project.
What do you
Okay,
mean,
so-
just?
No.
Don't
when I
say
that-
just.
Uh-oh.
I'm
Shots
saying that
fired.
because-
That's right.
Shots
because
fired.
now I'm seeing you as this producer, director.
Yeah.
So whenever you do a project, I'm like thinking you're doing more than just acting.
Not on this.
Okay.
Not on this.
But you're the lead person.
I'm not. I'm one of the leads.
Okay.
Yes. So
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
it's called A Broad's Way.
Okay.
That's the name of the movie.
I know that film. You're in there with Mr. Copeland
Yeah.
and Kim and okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You're in it.
I'm in
good.
it.
Yeah, I heard about the project.
Yeah.
I definitely heard about the project.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's the people that are in the film with me, they're like awesome. I'm learning so much from everybody
Right.
and the director, and yes, it's been a really good experience. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, that's what's up, man. See, I like to see people doing their thing. That's just makes me breath of fresh air because it's been so hard. It's hard for us here.
Very.
You gotta
Yeah.
understand how
Very.
hard it is.
Very.
And when I see people doing their thing, it just made me feel good because Atlanta's growing, and with certain movies like Black Panther came out, then all of a sudden, things changed a little.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Being nominated for an Oscar now for Best Film.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah.
billions.
Right. So
Yes.
billions.
Billions.
80% of that film was shot here.
In
Yeah.
Atlanta, yeah.
Yep.
Tyler Perry Studios.
Shot here.
That was the first film shot on the new Tyler Perry Studios lot. He just said that on the interview I saw earlier today.
Wow.
So that's pretty awesome.
That's
Tyler Perry's doing big things over there.
Yeah.
So-
Thank you, Mr. Perry.
With that being said, what other projects are you working on now? I know you said you had Atlanta Takedown, but you also working on some other projects,
Mm-hmm. Yes, I am.
Right.
Like I said, Atlanta Takedown is like the mothership of everything.
right?
But until someone picks that up, you got to keep going. So now I'm working on a thriller, my personal first feature film, called The Dispute.
Okay.
The
Okay.
Dispute, starring myself and Money Sutton.
Did you write this?
I wrote it.
Okay.
I wrote it. Screenplay was done by Kim Noel. She did the screenplay for me, and it's gonna be powerful. It's something that I'm actually doing now outside of the box that I'm used to doing. You know, something. It's more erotic. It's more like, it's kind of like, it's almost like a Lifetime film. Let me put it that way.
Toby, I
Okay.
swear you must be reading my mind over here, because my next question for you was going to be, what do you see yourself doing that's going to like take you outside of the box of what you're used to
Wait.
doing, and you went right into it.
Went
So
right into it. So The Dispute is actually, the teaser is already out. We dropped the teaser New Year's Day, and we were getting like, oh man, this is not the Toby I'm used to seeing. Like, it's really erotic, and I'm like, okay, we've got some people now who are interested in this.
erotic,
You know?
erotic. Explain.
Yeah, when I say erotic, we're talking about
Come on,
We're
spill the
talking-
beans. You know, sex sells.
Look,
People
oh,
want to
you
know, like,
smiling
what do
now,
you?
Toby.
Yeah, I know.
Smiling
He-
real hard
he said
right
he
now,
never
Toby.
smiles, but are you
Smiling
blushing?
now? Go
you
ahead.
know, when I say erotic, there. If Money's watching this, please forgive me. It's a story about the best way that I can explain it is a story. The synopsis for it: so husband and wife have been together for so long,
Right.
and everything is going great, and then his old college mate that he went to college with comes out of nowhere, been obsessed with him for so long, and she decides to take it into action.
Female.
Female.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You
female.
said college mate, so I was
College,
just like,
yeah.
okay.
Female.
All right.
Let's put that out.
Yes.
Female.
Okay.
So,
it'd be a whole different movie.
It's a whole different movie right there. You know, I made a deal with God. That's not something I will ever touch. But anyway,
Okay.
I was gonna ask that question. So
I will
go
never
ahead.
touch. So,
Okay.
story about, you know, and when I say erotic, there's some erotic moments between me and my co-star, Money Sutton, and it's like we really love each other. So it's steamy. And everything is going great with two successful doctors in Atlanta. And now you have this old college mate. I call her mate because it wasn't a girl I really cared for in college. But she was obsessed with me.
Okay.
And now she comes in, she destroys the marriage. But then about a year or so later, the truth comes out.
Okay.
Okay.
The truth comes out that I really didn't do anything. And then all hell breaks loose after
Wow.
that. There's
Okay.
retaliation. There's turkey base. Do your imagination. There's turkey base involved.
Right.
And all that.
I know exactly
Wow.
what
So
you're
you know where
Yeah.
I'm going
about.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right,
I know what
So-
that is.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Right.
went out the box on that one.
Yes, I went out the box on it. Because Money kept telling me, you got to push this. You got to push it. Toby, this is outside. You need to come outside so people could know that, you know, you could do a bit more than what you're doing. You can work on any level. So when I wrote it, I'm like, oh dear, this is really going to...
And you like, and I gotta play this part. Okay.
And I have to play this part because nobody can play it better than the person that wrote it unless you work with that person. Really, that this is what you want. That person has to see your vision.
Okay.
You know, same thing with directing too. Whoever directs it has to make sure they see your vision. If they can't see your vision and can't be on the same page, it's not going to work.
Right. Absolutely.
So do you think your films are they going to be seen differently? Because, like a lot of times, black films, they're kind of grouped into this, I don't know, they'll, how do I say this? So usually when you go see a black film, it's always about, like, black culture or, like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get where you're going.
So is it going to be different? Like, for instance, I think one of the first movies that I saw that kind of made me not think of it as a black film was Get Out. Mm-hmm. I was like, wow, okay. And I think it made other people look at black filmmakers, black writers, like, differently. Mm-hmm. So do you think, the films that you're doing now, is it on that
it's on that wavelength? It's on that wavelength. I know the masterpiece is coming. I don't know what I've written about right now, about maybe 9 projects right now in the pipeline. If I'm able, when we get Atlanta Takedown across, that's going to open the floodgate for everything we have in the pipeline.
Okay.
Like Money and I are writing a project right now called Running a Train. And
wait a minute.
It's called Running a Train.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what Running the Train.
Right. This is perfect. This is exactly how I want y'all to think. But it's not exactly
Running the Train.
Right. But it's not it's not what you think.
Okay.
I'm sure. Okay. I was hoping.
Right. Of course. I'm like, I have to put it out there.
But I know the title was meant to get people
to catch people's attention.
Okay.
So that title was very strategic. Money was the one that put that title out there. I said that is strategic. People going to think one way,
right?
But it's something completely different.
They're going to be looking like, oh boy, what am I going to see?
What am I going to see? Right. So,
all right then.
So, and then we have Twice as Nice, another project that it's already written. I've already written the first 5 episodes. So, right now I'm also in a project with Jay Blaze called The Fifth Word. The Fifth Word, that's in production right now, and I'm also going to be going on his show, his web series called Pool of Criminals. It's a recurring role. I'm going to be involved in that as well. And of course, I'm into fashion shows too. I have a fashion show coming up. I'm going to be involved in a fashion show February the 10th called Candy Cane Fashion Show. I'm going to be walking, so I don't just act. I walk the runways as well.
Okay, then.
That would be me too. I'm a former, runway model, and
of course,
print. And every now and then, I dust off the stilettos and take to the catwalks of America.
Yeah.
So you do a little bit of modeling too.
Oh yeah, I actually started an organization on Georgia State University's campus, and this is our 20th year anniversary. It's called Infinite Appeal, and they do a show. They used to do a show every spring and fall semester, and it's usually pretty big. Usually sells out and everything.
And you was involved with that getting started?
I'm a founder. So
nice.
Yep.
See, that's why. See, when I said just acting the first time, that's why I was trying to say because you involved. You don't just walk the runway.
Oh yeah, I do. From putting on the show, the whole organization, it's almost like a fashion frat. So they raise money, they do community service, all of that. They learn how to do like PR. They have a creative director, all of these, a whole executive board for the organization, and they actually put on the show, raise the money, do everything, and produce it and sell it to everything. So marketing, they learn a lot. So we've actually had some people like come out of the organization, do some really big things. So shout out to Infinite Appeal at Georgia State University. Keep doing your thing.
What's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Mm-hmm. Not being just in front of the camera, but behind the camera.
That's what makes you a complete actor.
Right. You're absolutely right.
Not just in front of the camera, but you got to know what's going on behind the camera.
So now I have another question.
Yes, sir.
For both of you. Okay. What is it that you won't do in acting? Now, if they say, listen, I want you.
That's a no-brainer.
I want you to play this role, and if you play this role, I give you $2.3 million to play this role. What's your answer?
I just touched on it, but you go first.
I already know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
She said her thing.
I already know.
Okay, go ahead then.
Porn. That's about. I mean,
Yeah.
I would play. I know. I don't think you want to touch the homosexuality thing, but I would not have a problem with playing a role. No, I wouldn't have a problem playing.
But see,
that
women
role.
are different. See,
I know it is different.
We could go through this.
Come on, Will Smith.
Yeah.
Will Smith, he did it.
Will Smith did it, but didn't do it. It was insinuated.
But he played a gay
But he
character.
played. Listen, I would. This is the thing.
Oh, another one. I got another good guy that played. He was very gay in the movie. Holiday Heart with Ben Rames.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, see, this is my take on that, because that's I would not. I was offered an incredible role, and they wanted to pay me all kind of money to do it, and it's airing on TV. It was airing on TV a while ago, but they wanted me to do it, and the guy wanted me to play a gay role. I had to be with this guy, so I said no, I'm not doing it. Now I have nothing against my gay people. Mm-hmm. Y'all do y'all thing. It's just not for me.
Okay.
So I had to turn that down, and he came at me for about 4 months trying to get me to do the thing, and I just wouldn't do it, But with that being said, if I got a role where somebody said I was gay, that's different than playing gay. You understand what I'm saying? So somebody like, make an insinuation that I was doing something that I wasn't supposed to be doing or did something, and I didn't have to play the role like that, I'm fine. That's cool, whatever. But I'm not going to play a gay person. Like, I just can't do it.
I gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not going to act like I'm gay. I'm not going to play like I'm gay. I'm not going to be the person. But if you say if in the movie you make some insinuation that I did something, okay, whatever. That's just words.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
But you can't. It's not the act of doing, things like he was saying, like erotic things or whatever in the movie. It's just the actual character that you would not play a gay character.
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
All right.
I just can't do it. I was offered it, turned it down multiple times. Just not me.
Is that because that you don't want people assuming in your real life?
No. This is
No,
I'm gonna tell you this. So this is how I feel about it. First of all, like I said, I'm comfortable with me. I'm comfortable with who I am. I just want to say that. I know who I am. I'm comfortable with that and everything. I just cannot be making out with another man. I just can't do it. I can't be making out with me. I can't hold no hands with no other guy. I am a man's man. That's just me. That's just my makeup. I can't do it.
That's what I said. That's what I was saying. I was saying as far as like, doing certain acts. So, but what if you didn't have to do any of that? Like, what if, you were playing a gay character, but you did not have to, kiss or, do any of those things, but, it's known.
And I didn't have to play flamboyant gay or nothing like that.
Because every gay man is not flamboyant.
So if it's just mentioned or said that I was gay, I don't have no problem with that.
No, but I think you're missing out on what I'm saying.
Yeah, I must be missing.
For instance, if you're in a relationship, you have a partner on the movie, and you guys
I can't do that.
Okay, so that's that. Okay.
I don't even want to have a partner on the movie.
Okay.
I don't want to even be. I just don't. I can't do that.
Okay.
Now, if I'm just in the movie somewhere and somebody in another scene said, "Hey, I heard he did such and such or whatever," that's whatever. I could deal with that.
Okay.
But for me to be seen holding hands or even just like I'm in a couple with another, I can't do that. That's just not. I can't do it.
Okay.
Tobie.
All right, let's hear it, Tobie. He said he cannot play gay. Any of that.
I have like you previously said. I have nothing against them. That's their thing. Mm-hmm. But that's not something I can do because at the end of the day, no matter what we do on this earth, we still have to answer to one person, and that's God. And I'm not going to sow my morals to do something like that. I just can't do it.
Now somebody will argue with you on that, but
And
I'm
that
not
is
gonna
fine.
say it.
And that is fine. Everybody's
gonna leave
entitled
it
to
there.
their. Everyone's entitled to
Yes.
their
You're
opinion, but
right.
that's just my feeling.
right.
Nothing against them. You know, I have good friends who are like that. Good friends who are like that. But for me personally, it's my morals. And number two, I come from a country that is ridiculously homophobic.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, they will kill you.
Ridiculously
Yeah.
homophobic.
Yeah.
So that's a country I grew up in. So it's like, despite the fact that, you know, how people think about it, that's not me. Second, I would never do porn.
Right.
Yeah,
No.
I will never do porn. So that's
No.
the one thing you want. Okay, so eliminate porn because I already know.
Right.
That's that. What won't you do outside of porn? Like if you just did the movie and they say we want you to do this, what would you not do?
I would probably. You know, I don't know because I'm one of those people that I never say never.
Right.
You can never say what you would do unless you were actually put in the situation.
Right.
So that will be my answer.
Okay.
I can't say that I would never, you know, I could never, I would sit here and say, well, you know, I would never really want to do any kind of like, you know, raunchy nudity. Because what I
Right.
think about Halle Berry and like Monsters Ball or
Right.
something like that,
Right.
you know.
You think that was raunchy?
Well, you know, she was playing like.
I thought it was
just
very
all-
classy myself.
Well, you know,
It's classy.
yeah. You know.
No, but was it? I mean, you thought that
Just
was kind of
something.
raunchy?
It was, you know, just something like that. Because when I think of something that's like implied nudity, like maybe, you know, bearing you're not
Yeah.
really seeing what, you know, what's going on.
Right.
That's really
Implied, yeah.
comfortable for me to do. But I don't know if I would be comfortable enough to step out and actually show.
Right.
You know,
Right.
certain things, but
Right.
who knows?
Right.
You know, you
You
grow
know,
and you.
I asked this question on several shows about that, and I'm gonna tell you what women change their mind at.
The money.
Yep.
Money. Yeah, there you
This
go.
is
The
the
money.
thing.
There it is.
The
There it is.
first thing they will say is, "I won't do nudity. I won't do nudity." I said, "Okay, fine, cool." Now, Halle Berry got paid something $1 million for each breast she showed on
Swordfish. Yep, I remember
Okay?
that.
All right.
Okay.
And then when I said that, everybody was like, "Well,
yeah, well."
See, that's why I say never say never.
yeah, that
because,
mind changed
you
real
know,
quick."
Yeah.
So when it comes to, and I tell everybody this, when it comes to acting, you have to know what you want your legacy to be, because whatever you put out there is out there, you know. And I have done a scene, I've done a movie and done a scene where I was nude pretty much, and the
What?
co-star
What movie
was.
is that?
It's coming.
No, it's like,
It's coming. It'll be. It'll be out soon. It's in editing. But and I'm pretty sure it's gonna get picked up.
all right.
But it was kind of like you know the show Insecure.
Yeah.
It's kind of like on that level. So it's kind of like on that level, and we did the thing on that. That was an experience. I learned a lot, but that was the one time that I had to do some things.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but it was very professional.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Michelangelo and Mangelo Productions. It was a great project. It's in editing right now. We're looking at doing a premiere on it sometime this summer. But that was my first time doing something like. I mean, I knew it was going to get to that point at somewhere along the line. So in the gym,
Somebody
doing
just
my
asked.
thing.
Somebody just asked me a question. Aja, I'm gonna put your question out here.
Go ahead.
She said, if you had one shot for a major Hollywood film to play a role you despise, what would be your choice? Now, I already said I cannot play a gay person.
A Hollywood show
Right.
for a role
Hollywood
that you
film
despise.
that I despise. I will probably play a drug dealer or a druggie. No, a druggie.
Okay.
I'll probably play a druggie
Okay.
because that takes work. That takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
Because
It
you have to
does.
study.
It does.
You have to study the people who
Yeah,
are on drugs like meth,
withdrawals and-
withdrawals. You have to literally study them.
Tics.
So to
Yeah.
answer your question, AJ, I hope you're still out there. I answered it. Sorry, I'm good now.
Man, that's a hard one to me.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you, Tobie.
Yes.
So you're from Nigeria,
Yes.
and are you familiar with the film industry in Nigeria?
Big time. That's a goal of mine to actually shoot a project in Lagos.
Okay. So what would you say is the big difference between films, Nigerian films, and the films here in America?
Very good.
Simple technology.
That's it. So
Technology.
you think the storylines
The
and
storylines are powerful.
and everything?
The storylines are powerful. There's some powerful Nigerian writers out there. Powerful Nigerian writers and actors and actresses out there. Some of them are actually here in Hollywood now. You know, Chiwetel, who was in Salt with Angelina Jolie. There's he stands out. David Oyelowo, who played Martin Luther King in Selma.
Okay.
He's Nigerian. Actually, he's from my tribe.
Okay.
You know, so there are a couple of Nigerians who are actually making their way into Hollywood. But to answer your question again, yes. Now, it's a dream of mine to actually go shoot a film back home.
Wow.
Is there something about them that makes them stand? So I'm saying like India has like Bollywood. So
Yes,
you
they
know,
do. They
right?
do. They
So
do. They have plenty of. They do thousands of them. As a matter of fact, Nigeria has surpassed India a little bit when it comes to movie production.
okay. Really?
Man, I can't with you. Listen.
Well, I mean, you know, because when you think about Bollywood,
Yes.
you know, they focus a lot on the music and dancing,
Right,
and,
yeah.
you
They
know,
do a
a
lot
lot
of
of the love
musical.
stories, stuff like that. So, you know, that just stands out when I think of Bollywood. That's what I think about. You know, so that's what I was asking. When you think about Nigerian film, like, what is it that sticks out in your mind? Like, okay, that makes it
Distinct.
yes,
Okay.
accent.
Hold that. And hold
just
on.
the accent.
Hold on.
Give
though.
him an accent. Hold on. He told me to hold on.
Hold
Okay.
on. We're going to take a break.
Okay.
I want you to finish this when we come back from the break. We're going to take a 10-minute break. We'll be right back on WCEGWOOD, the Hollywood of the South.
Yeah. Let me do it. You wanna talk about it? We gon' talk about it. You wanna talk about it? The Hollywood of the South. We can talk about it. The Hollywood of the South. We can talk about it. The Hollywood of the South. We can talk about it. The Hollywood of the South. Hollywood. Let me do it. WCEG, Hollywood of the South.